Welcome guys, in this video we'll discuss one more built-in directive provided by Angular, which is ngStyle. Let's get started. Now ngStyle is one more attribute directive which is provided by Angular and which also helps you to apply dynamic style to your HTML element. It is similar to ngClass, but ngStyle lets you apply inline styles dynamically to your HTML element. Now our ngStyle directive takes an object as a value. And what does this object hold? Any JavaScript object has key value pairs, right? In this case, the key will be the CSS property that you want to change, and the value would be the value that you want to set to the CSS property. It will be more clear if we see an example. Let's say we have a paragraph tag in our app component. Now to apply some inline style within this paragraph tag, we have to take the help of style attribute. Style is a standard HTML attribute which applies certain style to your current HTML element. So probably we want to change the color of this text to red. So as you can see that the color has changed now to red. We can also apply multiple styles separated with a semicolon. For example, we want to apply a color and also want to change the font size. Let's set it to 48px. As you can see that both the styles are applied to our paragraph element. Now to make this styling dynamic, that is based on certain condition, probably you want to apply certain style to your element, we have to take the help of ngStyle. And the difference of ngStyle from our previous ngClass is that this applies inline style, unlike the ngClass which brings the style from our SCSS file. Let's see how we can dynamically apply some inline style to our paragraph element. Let's say in our app component we have a variable temperature, and let's set the value to 10. Now I want this element to be displayed in red color if the temperature exceeds a certain limit, say 20, and the color should be green if it's less than 20. We can do this with the help of ngStyle. So for that we have to use the ngStyle directive, and we will also have to use the syntax of property binding. In this case it will take an object, so we will have to enclose everything within curly braces, and as color is the CSS property that we want to change, then we have to enclose it within quotation mark, and then we want the color of this paragraph element to be changed based on the value of the temperature. So here I am using a ternary operator. Now in case you don't know how ternary operator works, let me show you a quick example of ternary operator in our browser console. So the syntax of a ternary operator is you will have a condition that is boolean value, let's say true, then a question mark. The left hand side of the question mark should have a boolean value or a condition which evaluates to a boolean value. Then in the right hand side you can have two values, let's say first, and separated with a colon you will have one more value, let's say second. Now as you can see that this entire expression is evaluated as first. Why? Because if the condition in the left hand side is evaluated to be true or truly in nature, then the first value is returned. But if it is changed to false, then you can see that the second value is getting returned. That is how ternary operator works. So what is this expression will be evaluated to? The current temperature is 10, which is less than 20, so this one here is actually false. If the condition of the ternary operator is false, this second value is returned. That means green will be returned. So our paragraph tag should be colored as green. Probably you have already sneaked into this, but our third paragraph is green. And if I inspect this element, the style attribute has a color green. Now let's say temperature has increased somehow and it has become 30 now. Then the color is also changed to red. That is how ngStyle lets you apply inline style dynamically based on certain condition. Let's say we have one more condition to show the text in a bigger font. So here I have taken a variable isLarge which is set to true. And then along with the color CSS property we can have one more property, and this must be separated with a comma as per the object syntax. We are doing nothing complex here. It is just following a syntax of an object. So this entire thing forms a key value pair. Then we can have multiple such key value pairs. Let's say we want to have font size, which is also a key, and then it will be followed by a value or an expression. In this case we just have a small boolean expression, so which is large. So if it's is large, then I want to set the font size to 48px, let's say. And if it's not large, then I don't want to set anything. So let me put unset here. So as the current value of is large variable is true, we should have a 48px font. If I inspect the last paragraph tag, then the font size is set to 48px and the color is red. You can also check this object from your TypeScript file instead of writing the object here. Let's see an example. Let's say we are going to store this object within a variable whose name is, let's say, style object. Then let me define this object within our TypeScript file, and this object will look similar to the object that we are passing before. Let's say in this case we want to change the background color of our paragraph element. And if I save it, the last paragraph's background has been changed to green and this style has been applied. There is also an alternative format for this object. Let me define one more object, and in this case our key will not be a string. I want to remove this quotation mark, and as soon as I remove the quotation mark, you can see it is giving me an error because it is not a valid key name. So we have to change it this way. Let me change it to blue so that we get a different color, and let me apply this object into a separate paragraph tag. And the last paragraph's background has been changed to blue, and inline style has now automatically changed to background hyphen color from the background color that we have defined here. Angular allows you to use this kind of syntax because this is a proper variable naming convention in JavaScript, and Angular is smart enough to convert this variable to a valid and proper CSS property. So any CSS property which has a hyphen, let's say font size, can be translated to a camel case like font size. I hope the concept of ng style is now clear to you, and I will have the link to the snippet of the code in the description. Feel free to check out, and that will be a live snippet so you can make changes on that code. That's it for now. In the next video I will discuss one more built-in directive, so see you there.